way towards the door. She looks at the giant riding lizard and big puppy dog eyes and... Please, may I pet her? Please?
And now it's morning, guys.
I can't even tell if my microphone's picking up anything I'm saying.
Yep, it is. It is. We can all be heard.
Yes. Yes, we can. And to even Amelia's surprise, Donnie's up before even she is up. And it's like, gently wakes her up this time. Come on, Amy, time to get up.
I am sorry. I was trying not to squeal for that entire sequence because of how sweet and so good.
Come on, Amelia, time to get up.
Okay, I'm good now. Sorry about that. Had to get that out of my system.
Donnie?
Yes.
Don. Well, this is a role reversal.
I know it's rare. Come on, you don't need to act like it's some kind of miracle on Earth.
I know. Let me just joke around for a bit. Then I'm up.
Yeah, okay. You see him, like, stretches, like, sort of bend his back, like he's trying to stretch it, and then you just hear, like, a loud pop, and it's like, oh, that felt good. But yeah, I'll see you downstairs. Come on, Rayshawn. And he gently pets Rayshawn as both him and Rayshawn head downstairs.
Mm-hmm.
Leaving Amelia alone for once without Rayshawn.
Yes. Saris goes and knocks on Alakar's door to see if he's awake. I can't actually tell where the door is. Yeah, well.
Right here.
Right in front of you.
I'm up.
Come get some food before we halflings get it all.
You know what? Leave you to it. I'm actually not that.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, I'm fine. Just don't really have an appetite.
You alright, Amelia? I saw your brother leave without you.
I'm fine. I'm just changing.
Yeah, see you downstairs. And she takes off. Move over here to see if Cousin Larry is conscious yet.
Yep, he's conscious, but he is suffering like a very big hangover. Oh, David. Hey, Sarah, what time you get back?
Got back yesterday. I want to assume it was yesterday afternoon. But you've been asleep for half a day and a whole night. From what I've been hearing. Did you have fun?
Oh yeah, Hustlers is great. All the free liquor and sleep you can have in a day. What's the better life than this?
Yeah. Tell me again in a few minutes when that hangover starts kicking your butt.
I'm fine.
Yeah, she goes over to the barkeep. Hey, you have anything for... to help my cousin out of his hangover, like coffee or something?
Give me 1 second.
And in that matter of seconds, she comes out of the back with a cup full of tomato juice, 1 raw egg, and I think it's supposed to be gin? I forgot the other drink is
A
supposed
strip of
the other
bacon,
liquid.
a strip of bacon, some
she-
oyster juice.
What?
She actually gives you a jug of something, and can you roll an investigation to figure out what that is?
Okay, then. Out of character, I have no clue what you use to cure hangovers, so this is all
It's called a Bloody Mary.
surprising.
It's called a Bloody
Yeah.
Mary.
Investigation, you said?
Yeah, I found one drink that also helps cure hangovers, and it is hilarious.
It's a 15.
It's enough. It's pickle juice.
Yeah, that works. It's got a good amount of electrolytes.
I've never heard of this cure for a hangover before. I'll see if it works. And she goes over and just hands him the jug.
Not surprisingly, he drinks the whole jug, and his face twisted almost as worse as like a lemon sour look.
Oh, you'll thank me later, cousin. You'll thank me later.
Oh,
Or curse my name.
this stuff is nasty. Can I have some more?
Right.
I mean,
Assuming they don't run out. So apparently that stuff's working. Got any more?
but while Larry is drinking the entire supply of pickle juice, Amelia's just asking if Alucard's gonna come down for coffee. She heard that he doesn't have a big appetite, but hey, coffee is still breakfast. If you ask a certain few. Hi, Neptune.
That's not Neptune this time.
That's Charlie.
Shay, you still there?
I'm here.
Okay, so Amelia's, asking if Alucard wants to come down for coffee. If you didn't hear what Sound said.
I didn't. No, sorry.
You're
Yeah,
good.
I'm coming down.
Okay, see you in a few.
Yeah, and services to the barkeep.
In a few.
I'll help pay for the replacement pickles. Just
Oh no, not the pickles.
And Amelia's coming down only to witness the overconsumption of vinegar. Just because I think that's majority of what pickle juice is. It's vinegar.
yeah, that's the majority of it. Along with whatever herb you want to flavor the pickles with.
Dill.
Yeah, usually dill. But there are other types of pickles.
But
Yes.
Amelia's gonna grab herself a plate of bacon, potatoes, some fresh fruits, and a cup of coffee.
Yep. Cyrus is grabbing herself a plate too, and just keeping an eye on Larry.
Yeah, you can see like the really dark circles under his eyes, and his eyes are not quite there yet, but they're starting to gain some awareness again.
So, were you drinking so much just because you were worried about me, or is something else on your mind?
Oh no, it's not being under house arrest, it's free for us. I wouldn't want to take advantage of this. Besides,
Yeah,
I really want to forget this whole experience ever happened, and alcohol was a good way to do it.
you know, if your liver dies, I'm not going to be able to heal that, right?
My liver is steel at this point.
Uh-huh. Oh. Morning, Amelia. You okay, Selena? You look a little lost over there.
Oh, it's nothing. Kind of was. Hell, ran into Esma last night. He stopped by to talk to me and took me over back to the tent to have one last performance with. I left with all y'all. It's hard to say goodbye, but.
Yeah,
Gotta,
it's never easy to say goodbye to family, but I'm glad they gave you a good send-off.
mm-hmm.
So speaking of sending off... Oh, sorry, you first.
Yeah. I suppose it'll help me understand all y'all a little better, and maybe you'll find out a little bit more about me, too. But I don't know if I'm ready to share yet.
Yeah, it's understandable. It took a good pep talk to get me to open up last night about some things.
Mm-hmm.
Well, at the very least, the most I can say is, I don't even know if Vespwood's my real last name.
Ooh, that kind of... Oh. I'm sorry you're having to deal with that. I don't know what to say.
Let's just say, Troop gave me that name just to, let's just say, not to, I guess to not attract too much attention from certain people. I suppose that's the best way to put it.
Well,
but eventually, person who really did raise me, I wanted to carry her name, but again, even though I'm so far from Jordia, there might be someone here that knows that name. I don't know if I'm ready to use it either.
she just nods in understanding.
Do y'all really?
Realizing that your name might be a problem? Yeah. I do know that. She holds up the wanted poster.
Well,
It's not
Amelia
fun.
reveals hers.
Yep, I saw the whole. Yeah, I did see the charge. Kind of, the truth being twisted into a lie, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was actually what these new friends got me to open up about last night. I don't know.
Yeah, well,
I'm
Yeah, I'm
sorry
not
for
quite ready to
interrupting this sharing time.
Yeah, not quite ready to share that again just yet. And oh, look who's here!
yeah. Oh, yeah, the Inquisitor.
Been here for a
I'll
while.
Continue this conversation.
Who's standing there?
Am I supposed to stand somewhere else?
No, you know what? Never mind.
Yeah, I'm gonna do this joke. Tony that plays the spot Rex or yeah, it's supposed to turn it over there, and the tone he's using is obviously that he means it as a joke.
Right, so to update you all, first, we finally cleared out everything from that camp. With the help of Muirwood's carts and men, we were able to bring the hostages back home, take those from the Wild Thorns in jail, put the plants and animals under safe protection, and as of right now, Muirwood is helping out take down the entire camp. A lot of it couldn't be done without you all.
That's good to hear. Nobody got bit by those critters, did they?
Nope.
Good.
I don't care. You ready to hear someone say, "My arm!
My leg!
My eyes!"
Damn it.
I thought you set us up for it.
Yes, I
Yes.
did. Yes, I did. Anywho.
Yes. So, let's deal with two businesses first. She goes over to the barmaid and puts down a heavy sack of, well, you're not sure what's in the bag, but all you hear is clinks in the bag.
Money.
Cyrus keeps a good eye on Larry. Watches Larry like a hawk.
This is for the inconvenience we have and to pay you for your troubles, ma'am. Thank you. And this, she puts her bag down on an empty table and reads, is for all of you. As a reward for taking in the Wild Thorns.
Actually getting paid for this? Somehow I was not expecting that.
At the service.
You investigate the bag and you see there's a number of gold and silver coins in the bag.
What particular number is he saying?
Yeah, he'll take the time to sort out the different coins and figure out how many there are.
He's counting it right there. Okay, then.
Okay.
Mhm.
Give me one moment. Since I actually roll that bit.
Okay. Cyrus does have a question for the Inquisitor when you've got a free minute.
Yeah?
Okay.
Oh, I didn't want to interrupt your counting. Or I didn't want to interrupt any math you were doing.
No worries.
But no, okay then. She looks over at the Inquisitor and just points at hers and Amelia's and Donnie's wanted posters and says in a rather deadpan voice, "So are you going to be trying to arrest us too, or would you like to hear the whole story about these?"
Nope, I've heard bits and pieces that the wanted posters are lies. When you came in to collect them. And since you helped us with the Wild Thorns, I'm willing to let that slide. Speaking of which, she goes over and takes off Gabrielle's collar.
Oh, thank Baylor. All right.
So in the bag, you have, after you counted and collected everything, you found 114 silver and 18 gold.
Nice.
Okay, so we have
So how do we split?
hunting Gabrielle. We have eight people in the party.
Yeah, let's
10
just-
if you include our bodyguards.
Let's just say, for simplicity's sake, they count as one group.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah, that would be 8. That would be wait, including the riding lizard. Yeah, that would be 8.
no, because we have
Wait, no. 1, 2.
Kat, do you mind telling me the amount again? Because I know it's 18G and how much silver? 140 what?
114.
114.
So I just did that so we know how much there is of each for total.
6, 7, 8. Oh no, yeah, 8 in the party. I think.
So
It is 8.
that
So that would be 3 gold and 6 silver each.
I get a different total for silver. And let's see.
I got 114 divided by 8 is 8.
8. I get. Come on.
I get
Getting
14.25.
Yeah, I got 14.25.
Wait, what?
114 divided by 8 is 14.25. So we'll say that that's 14 silver for each of us, and then
Okay, I see what happened. I was hitting the wrong button on the calculator.
Yep. Yep.
And for gold,
roughly
it's-
about two apiece.
Okay, yeah, you're right. 14.25.
yeah, and for gold it's
Oh.
saying 2.25. So
So the
I'm mulling it
2.2.
round down.
So that would be 8. So as near as I can tell, we're getting
So 14 silver, 2 gold each.
hold on.
Yeah, including the remainders, I guess.
So counting the remainders, we get 2 gold, 16 silver, and 8 copper each.
Where you get coppers from?
We'd see if we can ask to get it from the bartender. Breaking a silver.
Seeing the amount of money that she's received, she says that's not a problem.
So how many copper is how many was that again? So two gold.
Gold, 16 silver, and 8 copper
Eh.
pieces.
Yeah, it's posted in the Roll20 chat now.
If that-
Yeah.
So with that out of the way, the Inquisitor goes through small papers and looks at them and says, "Oh yes. Also, the circus troupe, the Starlight Review, is cleared of all charges. So I know one of you is a worker there. You're free to go back to work if you so wish."
I've already said, actually, I will be, considering all that's happened with Madame Gabrielle, I will be traveling with her as part of her escort with the rest of these people.
All right.
I've already said my goodbyes last night.
All right then. So with that, we do have a carriage waiting for you. It will be here at around lunchtime. So you are free this morning to explore town, get any supplies you need before coming back here.
Madam Inquisitor, one tiny question.
Yes?
What happened to my rope?
Your rope?
We used it to tie up that surviving bandit during the first fight in the circus tent, and I never got it back.
Oh, the guards kind of threw that away since it wasn't needed anymore.
Yeah, you know what? It's okay. I can go get a new one. I was just curious where it went.
Yes. So before you all separate and go on to Bast, I know how hard this has been, and me laying down the law probably did not make things any easier, so I want to apologize for all you've been through. But I also want to say thank you for your help with us.
You're welcome.
You're welcome.
No hard
I am
feelings.
glad to be of assistance in aiding the law. So it was my pleasure to be of assistance.
Well then, I wish you good luck then on the rest of your journeys. And she leaves, and you hear her yelling outside the tavern as she commands all the guards outside to leave as well.
Yay!
So, what shopping do you think we need to get done? Or should we get going? And do the shopping there?
I mean, well, it's a possibility Boss might have more variety, because Hi is one of the largest cities in the entire realm.
Don't forget that it's one of the most famous being that housed the Rhythmic Misfits. Don't forget the famous part.
That too.
Should at least stock up on any needed supplies just in case the wagon breaks down or something.
Yes, that, and I do need some more arrows. I couldn't really help out in that fight earlier because, well, I forgot to buy arrows the last time I was in town.
And I should also buy some bolts.
Yeah, restock up on ammo and rations and that sort of thing?
I think I'm only got 13 arrows, so I think I'm a good ways before I need to stop.
Speaking of that, DM, I have a question for you.
Yes?
I got one
What's
too.
your policy on recovering ammunition after fights?
Half.
Okay, so I got one arrow back. I got one crossbow bolt back. What's your question, Shay?
How much longer we got on the session?
About 10 minutes.
Are you feeling awake enough to stick around for after session chat?
I was kind of struggling to stay awake. With my sleep schedule the way it is, my only way to keep my promise was to basically force myself to stay awake through the session.
Oh, highly understanding about that.
Yeah.
Well, if everyone's agreed to do shopping next, we can start to save the shopping for the next session.
Good.
Okay.
This sounds
Or
like a
you guys
good
can
cutoff.
do your shopping and I can drop.
Pardon, Shay?
Or if you guys really want to do shopping, you guys can do it and I can drop because it's not something that I'm gonna. I don't think, unless there's an important plot point you wanted to do during the shopping, I don't think I'll be needed for it, and there's not really anything I can contribute.
Alright, so we can do very quick shopping trips, and then we'll start the next session heading over to Bus.
Okay,
Yeah, that sounds okay.
sounds good.
Y'all
Where do you guys
enjoy.
want to go first? General store or blacksmith?
I would say general.
Yeah, general store seems like it might be the best idea.
Alright, general store. And there you see what looks to be a middle-aged half-elf woman carrying basket full of goods as she notices you guys coming in. Oh, welcome. Please have a look around and ask if you need anything. And I am going to post the prices.
Neptune says hi.
Hi, Neptune.
Hi. Silly dog. You can wait a few more minutes for food, you silly puppy.
No, I see what that second to last book. I see what that is.
Hmm?
Yo!
I just noticed it. Nice.
Ah,
Well, wait.
Is that a
Third book
Hunger
from the
skin?
bottom. Are you kidding me?
yeah, that's the Hunger Games.
No, third book from the bottom.
Yeah, I think that was. Yeah, that was included in Blight's Curse. It's a repeat.
All right,
The
high
Rose
school.
group? The Red Rose group? No, it wasn't.
I could have sworn that it was used before.
Or on a high school host club.
Yeah, I know.
And Devil's Game.
Squid Game.
Yeah.
I was thinking Hunger Games myself.
What can I say? I'm a geek. And a
Aren't
nerd.
we all?
Aren't
We're
we
not-
all?
We're not complaining.
Yes.
If anything, the
Hmm.
fact that we recognize the reference is a compliment.
Right,
But
I'm
what
prepared for
he-
bonks.
Later.
Come on.
It's on for later.
Let me put it this way:
Actually,
you
the-
try to bonk her, you must get the bonk from me if you bonk her.
But the Wanderer's Guide to Edible Outdoors. Hey, that sounds like an item we all discussed about before the campaign. Guess who's buying it?
Yeah, Cyrus is buying it too.
Dominic is actually looking like like he's reaching for it, but then like retreating his hand, like I want to buy it, but it's like no, must save money. More important things later. Sort of argument going on.
You know what? I've got plenty of gold. I'll buy him a copy too.
Thank you.
In the meantime, Gabrielle is looking at you guys going, what's so special about this cookbook?
Donnie's head immediately whips so fast it sounds like it's snapped.
So does
Oh, no.
Cyrus's.
Oh no.
You have not read this book. You have not read the Great Hallnir's literature.
Isn't that the guy you guys kept fangirling over? What?
I did not. That was my brother and Halgan.
I've grown out of that. Thank you very much.
He
Really.
looks at Halligan with a look of BS.
So,
Okay, so I bought myself a copy of that book, and also Donnie a copy too.
Thank you. He then grabs the book and it just goes to the one that doesn't know.
Yeah, there's some books if you read, you do get some perks with. Just to let you guys know. Some books.
Sweet.
Some books, not all of them.
Yeah. But he's
So-
currently going up to one that doesn't know the Great Hallnir's writings.
the Wanderer's Guide to the Edible Outdoors does help with survival and nature checks for finding food.
Yes.
Yes.
Nice.
He goes up to her and is like, these books were written by Hallnir. Hallnir was part of the Rhythmic Misfits, which saved the realm, and then wrote a book series of this being the first book, The Wandering Guide to the Edible Outdoors, then individual biography stories about each of his allies, and then went to write an entire story of what happened as well.
You got it backwards there.
Oh, I do?
The first book was the events of what happened. His second book was The Wanderer's Guide.
Sir,
Then it was the individual biographies.
Also buying a new rope. So,
I actually need to buy a whetstone.
So as soon as we find the rest of the biographies for the rest of the people, if we find the book series containing the events, I am buying them for this one to read. And he points to the one that doesn't know why the book series is so important.
That being Gabrielle.
Gabrielle. So he points to Gabrielle for walking back to his sister.
Why must you torture the woman so?
If I went to torture her, I would have chopped off her fingers, skinned her alive, filleted her
No.
muscles, pulled out her
No.
organs.
No. Do you know what I mean?
I don't character comment. He's being a little bundle of chaos right now.
Yeah, and
You're
he's getting a big
fangasming.
glare from Hazukai.
and Saris.
Just,
Donnie,
just Donnie,
if you want-
Donnie.
If you wanted to torture
fangasming.
anyone, I would have just fed you broccoli.
I don't mind broccoli. Why is that bad?
Do you know what broccoli does to the digestive system?
No.
Gives gas.
A lot of gas. But Donnie, your fangasming is showing.
Donnie then hands her the book to let her bob him with it.
Anyway, is
Bob.
there anyone else want to buy something from the general store?
Donovan is now looking back over everything.
Let's see. You know what? Cyrus is gonna buy the Thieves and Giants book just for kicks, just because she's curious about it.
I'll buy a Halligan will buy a whetstone.
And Donovan will buy a 10 silver pieces worth of common clothing. Because better to have more clothes.
Yep, and
Hey, you know what? I'll get. Yeah, I'll get a
that
whetstone
with-
too.
Yeah, with the 10 silver pieces, you get basic tunic and like rough pants.
And how much does that weigh again?
It weighs about 2 pounds. Like this is like the cheapest garment you could ever buy. It's good for like outdoors work and heavy farmery, but that's it.
Donovan just nods, happy with his purchase, and puts it into his bag, after neatly folding it.
But with all that being said, Amelia done with her shopping. She just wanted the Wanderer's Guide to Edible Outdoors so that way she can help Donnie and Helgen find any and all poisonous or non-edible foods.
You know what? I'm gonna. So, looking through the books, Saris is gonna grab the dungeon delving one too.
Yep,
Okay, now I'm done. Sorry about that.
Yeah, meanwhile, Gabrielle grabs the Red Rose group book.
Because a lot of people used to love that anime. Kyoya is
Yes.
best host. Fight me.
I have never seen that anime.
Which one?
Anyway,
Yeah, moving on.
Selena, Zorha, you guys buying anything?
Nope.
Thorhazard will be buying at the blacksmith, because I believe that would be for weapons.
Yep.
Yes.
And
Well, weapons and armor.
yep, you guys go to the blacksmith. And you see a very old human banging at the anvil as he tells you what he's selling.
It's expensive.
Oh, what are you trying to grab?
A dagger.
I mean, I can cover you. Dagger's too gold. I can cover you.
If you insist, he will thank you.
Let's see.
Yeah, to be perfectly honest, I was quite impressed with your handling of that of your rapier, Amelia. I was thinking of getting one for myself, but definitely a trade up from my dagger. But yeah, a bit pricey for me right now. Maybe I'll save up for it.
Ooh, grappling hook.
With 15 feet of hempen rope attached.
That could be useful for if we ever need to go up or down areas, but
I'm getting the grappling hook.
Yep.
With the extra
And,
rope.
just for for simplicity, I'm gonna shell out 1 gold just to get myself back up to 20.
Yeah,
Besides, my previous arrows were getting kind of ratty at some point, so
Yeah, but Gabrielle
That
Yeah,
is-
but
bought more arrows. See?
does he sell individual crossbow bolts or just set to 20?
Most people would want to have these in a bundle, so if you need just one, then I
I
could do
would
you
only
for
need-
what silver.
We need 3.
yeah, all I need is 7.
I'm good with buying extra.
Anything above 10, then you might as well buy the bundle. Otherwise, if you're buying a single one, it's 1 silver each.
Alright,
I'm just buying the whole bundle.
Yep, I'm just gonna shell out 9 for the 7.
I can do that.
7.
Donovan is looking at the box of scraps price, but it's like, as much as I know someone here would like to at least have the extra scraps, we're not maybe too heavy to carry around, so I think it'd be best we left it, right?
Exactly. Plus, while I never actually had the means to do this with Raishan can actually repair herself 3 times a
Also-
day.
You never told me
nice.
about that. That is now very interesting.
That's pretty cool. Also buying a dagger.
And Selena, here's your rapier. You can use it as practice with me.
Y'all should... Oh, you mean, you're giving me yours or you're buying one for me?
I'm buying one for you.
Oh,
The one
wow,
that I
thanks.
own is far too precious for me to give away or let somebody borrow.
Oh, fair enough. And I will get that in just a sec. And I think I'm going to. I was thinking of selling the dagger, but I can throw it at some point. All right, and.
Okay.
Yeah, Donovan then politely whispers to Amelia in Gnomish, "You're spending a lot of your money, even though we're probably gonna need to. We'll probably restock once we get to another town."
Mm-hmm. Plus, for Selena and Zorhazar, it's an olive branch. I gotta start trusting more people aside you.
Donovan's mouth looks to be just opening and closing like, I am shocked. What are you and what have you done with my sister sort of look?
Zorhazard says it is understandable that you are picky with the people that you choose to trust.
Alright, is everyone done shopping at the blacksmith?
Yep, Donovan is.
Yeah, I think that's all I want to just...
Alright, I say as soon as you're done, the carriage comes right around to take you to bus. You all get up and on it, and you start to leave this town, and we're gonna call it here tonight.
Yeah,
Woo!
that is completely fair and reasonable.
As a player, yeah! We officially are starting to bond as a party! In character, we're finally leaving this place. We're going somewhere new.
Yes.
I agree to
Well,
both.
technically, Sound, you have to rephrase that. It's not that we're going somewhere new. It's we're leaving and going somewhere old that the last party knew.
Well, somewhere new for Art, as well as Luna Corvo when he comes back next week, because both of them don't know this world like the rest of us.
Yep. Looking
So they
forward to
don't know
learning.
all the shenanigans.
Looking
Also-
forward to learning, though.
There is one more thing you also have to remember as well. Not the entire party sees Boss as a new location. Remember that.
Oh, quick DM question.
Yes?
How much would you say the books weigh? About a pound, bleh.
Got a pound each.
Yeah, I thought so. Just wanted a second opinion.
Yep, I hope you guys are excited as I am of going back to Bass all these years later.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
I'm actually
Good
generally
enough.
curious. Like, a part of me is curious on, like, how much has changed?
Who's the new king or queen of Boss? Who's the new prince or princess of Boss? How old is Trellis now if he's still around?
Is Core
How
still
old
there?
is Eichel? Is Core still there?
He was one of the gods, wasn't he?
I know, but remember, they did state that they could come back eventually.
Right, so that still begs the question, is Core still there? Or did he have a replacement that took his place?
So,
Not even this, we're giving Kat ideas at least now of things she has to think about.
Oh no, I've already
Oh,
thought about these things. I already put who's now in charge. I'm not saying yet.
So I sent you a PDM. We could.
I am going to close out of Roll20. So that way we can all have after session chat time.
Yes.
Yes, logging it. There! Out of Roll20, and I will be right back. I gotta go take my meds.
Okay.
Alright, and I'm gonna stop the recording here.